Hey, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to an episode of Greatlocs. I'm Gunther the Great, and today we're going to be showing you how to fix frizzy dreadlocks or blunt off the tip of a dreadlock. And it's really cool in today's video because I'm doing dreadlocks on my son. He finally wanted to actually commit to getting dreadlocks, so it's going to be exciting to see how his hair turns out within these next few months. And a video on my main channel, which is coming out very soon, I give a tutorial on how to do the entire head of creating instant dreadlocks. And then also on his channel is the entire video of the transformation of start to finish of how his hair looked in the beginning and then how it looks after creating the entire dreadlocks. But today's video I wanted to cover how to blunt off frizzy tips, especially with his hair being a I would say probably a 2B or maybe a 2C hair type, which is actually tough to create dreadlocks with, but it is very easy using a Greatlocs crochet needle. And I might end up doing interlocking on his hair if he wants to, but we'll see what he wants to do with it. Just to maintain the roots a little bit better, but at the same time it will mature over time. But I did do his entire head just using the crochet needle, and then I sectioned out using rubber bands, but you can pick those up wherever you would like. So if you do want to start your dreadlocks off and instantly have them, it only took me about 5 hours to do his entire head, which he has either 51 or 50 dreadlocks, and I used the crochet needle on the entire head. Very easy to do. It only took me, like I said, 5 hours. So it was about an hour per 10 dreadlocks. And that's me actually going in and doing a bunch of maintenance. And it doesn't necessarily have to always take that long. It took me about 2 minutes per dreadlock when I timed me doing one. But mind you, if your hair is a tighter curl pattern, it's going to be quite easy to actually blend off the tip and actually create the dreadlock a lot faster. I can honestly do a 4C hair type, or maybe even a 4A or even a 3B way quicker just because of the hair type. So if that is your hair type, you can probably get your dreadlocks started at the length that Kellen's hair is, at about 30 seconds per dreadlock using the crochet needle. So if that's something you want to consider, make sure to click the link down below, and we're actually doing a sale right now for the crochet needle. But you guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you guys are new. But let's get straight into maintaining the frizz and blending off the tips of these dreadlocks. Alright, so for blending off the tip of a little dreadlock like this, of course we have a lot of frizz around it, but the most important thing is to blend off the tip because the tip is looking like this. So if you want to make it to where the tip is completely blunted off, somewhat like one of these, but these are still, still frizzy just because he slept in them last night. But we'll take this and blend it off the best possible. So what you want to do is you want to take the tip and then rotate it up like this, like into a loop. You want to do it as little as possible because you want to maintain the length. So you're taking it, grabbing the tip as much as possible, and then looping it up like this to where the frizz is now between your index and your thumb. And then now you're going to go in with the crochet needle and you want to go through that dreadlock into the frizzy hair and pull it through to this end. And you're just constantly doing this so that now you have the frizz being pulled into the dreadlock. Now this is one way to do it. There's another way I can show you that will help pull in a lot more, but we'll do this one as much as possible and then we'll finish off with the second method. But all you're doing is you're going in and out and in and out, because what you want to do is you want to go in through the dreadlock like this all the way through. Once you're through, you're going to grab that frizzy hair, which is in between your thumb and your index, and you're pulling it through to the other side, which locks it in so that it's not sticking straight out the bottom, because you can already see how it's starting to blunt off at the tip down here. So now that you got it somewhat decent, you want to start rotating it and pulling back towards the scalp this way. So you're going in and out, same thing, but now you're just rotating as you're doing it. You can see how I'm rotating my thumb against my index finger, allowing that hair to rotate, creating a cylinder, if you put it that way. And then all you're doing is pulling all that hair into the dreadlock, because that's what you want to do. Because a dreadlock is essentially just a bunch of frizzy hair pulled into one section, but locked together. And you can go as fast as you want, and go as slow as you want. It's usually just start out slow and then kind of pick up the pace. But if you want to get it done quicker, you can go a little fast. But you might be afraid to create breakage or anything like that. The best way to prevent that is to always just go towards the scalp. So I'm pulling the hair this way, not this way. And that prevents any breakage or any tears. But I'm simply just rotating, applying pressure. And if there still is some coming out the bottom, just do the process over again with grabbing it, putting it aside, and pulling it in. wherever there's frizzy hair, you just put it at the back end of the dreadlock and then fill through one end and pull it through. Now one thing you can do, especially on this texture of hair, you can do palm rolling and it does pull in the hair a lot better. Or not a lot better, but it pulls it in even more. But it is tough to do a palm rolling on this length of hair, so what I'll do is I'll just rub it like this. It allows that hair to kind of find a way into the dreadlock. And then it lets me see what I need to pull in. You can still see we have a little bit down here at the bottom, so I'll just keep repeating that process. And once you feel that the tip is actually hard, then that's a good sign, because then all this other frizz will start being pulled in over time. Give it a few months and then that will be all pretty tight. And especially if you're doing maintenance, you can crochet hook every day, but the best maintenance for dreadlocks in general is literally just sleeping, because then when your head is laying on the pillow, it just allows all the frizz to be put in to the actual dreadlock and then mature them over time, versus spending so much time during maintenance, but then you're able to just allow your hair to form on its own. But maintenance is also good as well, because then you can speed up the process and get your dreads still looking the way that you would like them to. Alright guys, hopefully you enjoyed today's video. If you want to purchase the crochet needle, make sure to click the link down below and pick yourself up one. If you want to get this along with the interlocking tool, which is a great combo for instant dreadlocks, make sure to get the locking bundle. It is on sale as well. And both of those can get picked up at Greatlocs.com. And I do want to take a moment and thank you guys, because we did ship out over 200 orders in the first month, which is amazing. But other than that, I hope this video helped you guys out a ton with your dreadlocks, and that's what these videos are for. They're to help you and teach you, to direct you on how to create your dreadlocks the way that you would like them. Because these are things that you can do at home versus going to somebody and having them do them. But you guys, other than that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.